guys, and welcome to CarGenes. Today on the channel we have a 1999 Chrysler 300M up for review. So let's get into it. Getting into the exterior features, we do have a mismatched hood on this one. That's besides the point though. These wheels I really like. They look pretty nice. I'm missing the center caps, but those seem to be missing on quite a few of these 300Ms. Got the Chrysler badging there. Coming around back, we have the 99 taillights and 2000 taillights. The other taillights look a lot better on the 01 through 04, but unfortunately I do not have those ones. Another exterior feature that I'm not quite a fan of is these mirrors. They do not fold in or anything, they're just kind of stuck there. As you can see, they're just kind of plastic molded and don't really fold in, so that's kind of annoying. But I think overall the exterior of this car does look pretty good for a 99. I think it looks a little bit newer than it actually is. It doesn't obviously look new, but it looks a lot newer than it is. Let's take a listen to the exhaust and hear how she sounds. So as far as creature comforts go inside, we got auto climate control, which is very nice. You don't really expect that on a 1999. A nice upgraded stereo. This is the Infinity stereo. Sounds very good. It does not have an aux, so I'm using a cassette to aux adapter here. That works okay. And up here we have some info, as you can see here. Has a garage door opener. It'll tell you your MPGs. It will tell you how much until empty. It'll tell you your direction you're going right now. All that kind of basic info. So that's kind of nice. Down here we have the memory seats and also the heated seats. So you can control that down here. It's very nice to have for a 1999. Have the memory seats that are electric. So another feature I forgot to mention is this is an actual auto-dimming mirror. All you have to do to turn it on and off is hit this little key here. It switches on and off. Works pretty well. As far as the wear on the seats goes, they did get fairly worn. The driver's seat has been replaced, so I can't really show you that. But this seat doesn't have any rips. It does have some wear, but it's not horrible. It's kind of expected for the leather seats. That is with a grand total of 135,000 miles on it. That is a little low for the year, so just keep that in mind. The gauges do still look fairly modern. I do really like that about the gauges. I wouldn't really change anything about the gauges. They look pretty nice. They have a green backlight, which I kind of like too. So I have this seat adjusted into my driving position. Let's see if I can go sit behind myself. Just real quick, here's the wear and tear on the seats. Now let's get in. And as you can see, I have more than enough room. Way more than I need. My feet have to go a little bit below the seat, but that's okay. And that's pretty much how it is. Now if you have to sit someone in the middle, it does have a hump. And the middle seat belt is only a lap belt. So that's kind of annoying for safety reasons if you're worried about that. So anyway guys, that kind of wraps up the interior features. They're pretty nice and the wear isn't too bad. So let's go check out the driving features. Alright, we're setting off here. Already I'm noticing there's a little bit of play in the steering wheel. If I do this, you can see I'm not really moving too much on the road, but I am moving the steering wheel quite a bit. The suspension also feels fairly squishy. It's not really firm like a sports car, it's more of lighter riding car, more for comfort. Alright guys, so here we are at a little turning place here, and we'll test out the acceleration here. Turning onto this back road. I guess not a back road, but here we go. Ooh, got a little bit of wheel spin there. Alright, so it's decently quick guys. Doesn't feel overly slow. The brake feel in this car is quite squishy. They do work, so that's a plus, but they do feel quite squishy, and once you get into them enough, they do definitely work very well. So since I am the owner of this, I'll talk about reliability a little bit. This car isn't the most reliable. Most of the things that happen to it are wiring related, such as sensors and that kind of stuff, and they are sort of cheap if you buy the non-OEM sensors, but the only problem with buying the non-OEM sensors is that they go bad quite quick. So definitely buy the OEM sensors, even if they feel like they're way too expensive, they'll definitely help out. So after thinking about it for a while, I definitely think the biggest complaint I have is definitely the steering. It doesn't feel too direct whatsoever, and I think the rack and pinion on this one is going out a little bit because there's definitely way too much play in the steering wheel. I don't know if that's a common thing or not, but we actually have another 300M in the family, and it doesn't feel quite as loose as this one. Here comes a corner. I'll go a little bit quicker around this corner than usual, see how she handles, and tell you guys how she grips onto the corner. So far, it's doing pretty well. Give it a little bit of acceleration here. Yes, it does feel pretty good. The bolsters on the seat definitely hold you in. They're a little bit looser than most sports cars, but that's to be expected because this is a luxury sports car more than just a sports car, so, you know, and it's built in the 90s, so seat comfort wasn't, or like bolstering wasn't as big back then as it is now. Overall on these back roads here, I'm really having some fun, especially for the price. I definitely think this is one of the better performing cars for the price. As far as gas mileage goes, I get around 19 mpg just combined. I don't know what the exact measurement of the mpg is for city and highway. I'll put that on screen right now. As far as the materials and creaks and rattles go, it does have a few creaks and rattles, not too many, and if I like put my hand into this, you can tell it's a little plasticky. The materials aren't super comfortable, but that's to be expected with the age of the vehicles. That's just something that they didn't do too well in this era. So overall, things that I like about the car, the power definitely feels nice, and the cornering ability is pretty good. The suspension isn't terrible, but it does feel a little bit loose, so I kind of like that, I kind of don't. Things that I hate, the steering feel is very loose. The brakes are pretty mushy, although they do work pretty well, so that's a plus, I guess. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel, as it really will help me out. Also, if you have any suggestions for these reviews, please leave them in the comments below because that will really help me out. This is my first review, so I don't totally know what to do yet. Thanks for watching, guys.